Hello world, this is subscribers request number 33. Not really a subscribers request, it's just a probably answer to this question. Hi, why is the half of my texture gray and noisy when I baked? I'm baking combined and colored texture. Should I bake differently if I bake a colored texture? I cannot say that I fully understand the question, but still decided to record this video. Baking in Blender is actually kinda tricky. It's really not that easy. I struggle with it myself a lot at some point, and now I'll try to explain it. And I'm really sorry I didn't prepare for this tutorial. I didn't prepare for this video at all. Just my working day just ended, and well, I still feel like I have to answer this question. Try to answer. Okay. He's having difficulties. I don't really understand why. When I bake the texture, what I do is create new texture in the image editor. Just call it a bake test, and in the shader editor we have to create new material and assign the texture. Not sometimes you can assign, sometimes you may leave it as it is here. Okay, and the question was in a video where I was baking a normal map for a tire, for the side of the tire, so probably he's trying to bake normal map. And baking normal map is right here. You gotta change it to cycles render, and right here there is a bake, and when you are baking just normal map, you have to select only normal. And let's try it. Okay, there are already complications. Yeah, we have to check this box and then select object we are baking, and then select the plane, if I remember that correctly, and try to bake it. No active image found. What? I'm really sorry, I'm tired. You have to select image we created right here. Okay, now it's there, and now we have to, we'll try to unbox it and try to bake it as it is. Okay, it's doing something, but it didn't bake our Suzanne. Okay, let's try change it to object. That's what computer graphics is. Computer graphics is, you just have to experiment a lot. No, nothing. Okay, let's try this method with a selected box. Okay, we got it. What I did, it was I check this box, select it to active, and when you check this thing selected to active, you have to select object you trying to bake normals off piece of the geometry. You see the green outline on the regular Blender, it's orange. Then you selecting plane with the texture you with the texture which we are using for baking, and only then you can click here on the bake, and it should bake a normal map out of the object. So that's basically it. That is, and again, I'm sorry I didn't prepare for this tutorial at all. Now what left, just you can save it to the folder you wanted, and that's how you bake normal map. It cannot be combined. It should be normal. If combined, it's gonna just bake the whole thing, the whole scene. For example, if we have the scene like this, right? And if we're going to try to bake it with a combined, yeah, you can do that. Again, you just select the objects, and last you select the object with the texture with the bake test texture, and click the bake, and now you see results that it will try to bake the whole scene like in render, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, yeah, and it's gonna take a longer time, even with a nice powerful computer. On the weak machines it could take much longer, so be careful. See, that's how we got the render on our plane. This is the good way. This method is a good way to bake textures for a baked scene. For example, you have floor, and let's create new material, and let's create new texture. Floor. Okay, and we take that texture, assigned it to material, and now we don't have to check the selected to active. You can uncheck it and click just bake, and it can bake our scene into a texture. It should have done it, but somehow it didn't do anything. Okay, because the texture is black and it baked shadows in it, but because everything is black we cannot see it, so we have to disconnect this from color, and you just in a shader editor you just select this texture box, this area. I hope you can see my cursor movements, and you with that selected you just click bake, And now I hope it will get there. That was a difficult week. That was very difficult week. I'm really tired. Okay, now we have shadows baked into our plane. If we connect it, now we can see shadow baked, and we can see that because it's not sitting on a plane, it's slightly above it. Well, we can rebake it. Just move our Suzanne head right here. Okay, that should do it. And again, disconnect it, because if you do not disconnect it, it would try to bake as override it, or I don't know, it's glitchy, so it's better to disconnect it again and rebake it. Probably I should have made low resolution texture. It would have done baking faster. I didn't think of it at the moment. Okay, we have our shadow. Yes. But the Suzanne is now doesn't look realistic, because it doesn't have a baked texture. So for Suzanne, it's not unwrapped. Okay, yeah, it's already pre-unwrapped, so we can try to bake our Suzanne's head. Create new material, get new texture, and we have to create new texture. Let's go with Suzanne. Okay, and very important, do not forget to select it here. And again, do not connect it, because it's gonna be the head is gonna be black again. It's going to bake, but when everything is black, it's just gonna be just black head. So we've selected this here and selected head. I don't know, should I do? I'm not even sure. And then again, it's a lot of experimentations. That's the only way to do it well, to do it a lot. Right now at work I'm kinda struggling with rigging. Complicated rigs are not easy. Come on. Okay, we have our head baked, and if we connect it now, we can see the scene is baked. Now you can export it in Sketchfab or anywhere else. It's a great way to bake interiors, I think, and use it in like a web what's they call it, web-based 3D platforms like Sketchfab or others, because the whole thing can be now just like rendered in OpenGL, and it don't have to it doesn't have to have complex rendering systems. to have this realistic light, because the realistic lights already baked in a diffuse light or diffuse color, sorry. And well, that's basically it. But yeah, if you're going to move the head, shadows stay on its place. If you change the lighting position, you're gonna have to rebake the whole scene. So I hope I answered this question. I hope it's gonna be helpful for you, Chris, Sam. This is it for today. If you like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave a mean comment on the comment section below. Till next time, bye bye.